And this is a good celebration. We just hit 4,800 subscribers on YouTube. Cheers. And thank you so much for subscribing. Can't make it without you guys. It's been a long time coming because I started this channel in 2018 or so, and I was very, very active that time. I started with writing Medium content, Medium articles, and that got a lot of views. A lot of people reached out to me and asked, hey, how do you prepare for interviews? How can I get help? And things like that. And from there, I started from writing articles into transitioning into creating content on YouTube, because I felt it's much more personable. You can hear me, you can see me, it's more engaging. So that's how I got started with YouTube. And 2018 to about 2019, 2020, that was the peak period of my YouTube creation. I was posting content almost every single week. I was spending a lot of time there in between my daily job at Twitter at the time. And yeah, it was a lot of fun because the channel was growing pretty quickly. I went from 1,000 to about 4,000 in a span of a year. And for me, that was a great success because I was not expecting too much from the YouTube channel. And obviously, I'm not making any money from this channel right now, and I don't anticipate it's gonna make any money because ads and things like that are not really doing so well on YouTube at this point. Plus, I'm not monetizing or anything like that. Then 2019, 2020 hit, and that's when COVID came around, right? That would have been peak period to create content because people were stuck at home. They were looking for something to entertain themselves. And that would have been the perfect time for me to just capitalize on this and create content more regularly. But the thing that happened was I was looking for jobs around 2019, 2020. I was preparing on LeetCode, I was doing system design, I was doing my behavioral, all this shebang related to preparing for interviews. And I was talking to different companies at the time too. If you might recall, around 2020, 2021, that was peak job hopping market where tons of companies were hiring, especially if you're in tech. There were tons of companies that were hiring, really good offers around that time, unbelievable offers. And so I was dedicating majority of my time getting ready for interviews, and that's how I landed my current job. So long story short was priorities shifted and I was preparing for interviews. So I stopped making video around that time. And also in 2020, we were expecting our first kid, right? So I spent that whole year from 2020, 2021, just getting ready, making sure that the home's set up for the baby that's coming, preparing mentally, physically to take care of a newborn. And that takes a lot of effort because as a father, right, there are a lot of things that you need to think about. How do you bring up a child, parenting, how do you take care of a small baby, right? So that took up majority of my time. And my son right now, he is 3 years old and he's going to school. And now I'm just feeling like I want to share a little bit more. I want to get back into this creation process again, because one is that I really enjoy creating these types of videos where I can talk to people, get engagement. Some people send me questions either on email or leave comments. And it's also a really good way for me to set a place in this World Wide Web where people can see and maybe relate to some of the things I'm putting out there. And I do get a lot of reach outs from friends and random strangers on the internet who come and talk to me and say like, hey, I've had people actually during interviews and said like, hey, I've seen your videos on YouTube. They're really helpful. So thank you for creating. And that really warms my heart in some ways. So I'm really happy that in some even small ways that I can help someone get better in their journey into tech and sharing my thoughts and perspective, because I'm generally a person who likes to talk, to share, to make connections with other people, even though this is through a camera, but hoping that this is able to create some connection with someone out there. I don't have a lot of high expectations for this channel. I don't think it's gonna be monetized, it's gonna be commercialized and things like that. It's just gonna be like a creative outlet to talk about things, to share struggles I'm going through, to celebrate, right? Celebrate some of the things that's going through in my life. Hitting 4,800 subscribers, that's a big deal, right? If you think about it, 4,800, that's probably the size of small village, right? So that's you know, when I kind of think about it, it's quite an achievement. So I'm very happy about that. And I didn't have a lot of high expectations. I only started making videos again in about a month or two ago. And I actually hired an assistant to help me out with editing because I realized that was the part that took majority of my time, just editing. And I've figured that if I want to be successful, to be able to consistently create content, I need to put in processes in place, guardrails in place to help me abstract away some of those commitments so that I only have to focus on showing up, right? So that's how I operate, where if I have too many decisions that I have to make, what kind of editing style I want to go with, what kind of videos, what kind of audio that I want to use, I think it drains my energy and prevents me from being able to produce consistently. So that's a very explicit decision that I made. Even though this channel is not making me any money and I'm spending money to hire an assistant, I believe it's gonna pay off, right? Because it helps me do more of the things I do enjoy, which is talking to the video, talking to camera, talking to you guys, and creating content. So it's been a month or two. Basically, I started with 4,770 subscribers, I believe. So I've added 30 subscribers in the span of a month, which is great. 30 new people are subscribed to the channel. I'm very happy about that. And I don't expect this to be a multiple million subscriber channel. That's not the goal. Even if I have 5,000 people that are subscribed, they're commenting, sharing, talking, you know, hardcore fans I can engage with. I'm more than happy about that, right? You don't need that many friends to have fun, right? So this is my creative outlet. And I can talk about anything I want, right? So it doesn't have to be all serious all the time. Cool. So that's it. That's for today. I just want to say thank you for watching the channel, for watching the content here. If there are areas that you want to hear more about, struggles, challenges, celebrations, things like that, please do leave a comment below so I can make more of those content. I just wanted to say thank you guys for 4,800 subscribers out there. This is a great milestone for myself, and here's to the next 4,800 subscribers. See ya.